I'm Julia Rogers and I'm the Managing Director of Serco's Justice and Immigration business. We run prisons, we run immigration removal centres, we run asylum seeker accommodation, and we do some police contracts and border contracts as well. Innovation is one of Serco's 4 key values, and being a private sector provider in public sector, if you want to look at it like that, innovation is absolutely key. So it's very important that we have a good network of partners, and Unify has been one of those partners who's helped us to deliver better innovation. Serco got into the prison sector 20 years ago now, and one of the reasons that the government of the day wanted to have private providers in the prison sector was in order to be able to drive innovation and to do things in a slightly different way. So having partners who can help us to do that is critical. So in the case of Unify, being one of the first, I think we were in fact the first people to put in-cell technology into prisons, was a real game changer. Having in-cell telephony particularly, when we did that, I think it was 10 years ago, was very, very important, because when you are on your own at night in your cell, you have a lot of time to think. And when you are worried or concerned and you can't communicate with somebody, that's very, very isolating. So having in-cell telephony, so telephony that is available to a prisoner at all times of the day and night, and it's secure and it's safe, means that a prisoner gets the opportunity to be able to reach out to people if they need to. Contact with families is really important for prisoners. And also for the families. The families haven't been sentenced to a prison sentence after all. So having the ability to decide when you want to call your children, for instance, is massively important to a prisoner, as it gives them the opportunity to choose how to keep in touch, and keeping in touch with family is one of the key rehabilitative cornerstones. Having your liberty taken away and being locked inside a prison can affect your mental health. And clearly the more opportunity you have to contact the outside world, albeit that we do that in a safe manner, that is very important in keeping your mental health well and in giving you a feeling of freedom for as much as you can have that. Serco worked with Unify to put in-cell technology in 10 years ago now, I think. We didn't do that because we thought it was a good idea, we thought it was a great idea. And of course, I think that there should be the opportunity for more prisoners to have in-cell telephony. I was really pleased just last year when the Secretary of State for Justice said that they would be installing in-cell telephony for prisoners in their prisons, because, as I say, we've had this for 10 years. We worked on this with Unify 10 years ago, so it's been a long time coming. But they're doing it now, and I'm pleased that they are. So yeah, absolutely, I think it's essential. And any new builds that come up, the government are saying in the UK that they're going to be building new prisons, I think it should be part of the specification. Working with partners like Unify is massively important. We need to bring people who've got those skills to make those sometimes slightly mad ideas a reality. So our partnership, which has been for many, many years now, is essential to what we do, because we know that Unify understand the justice arena, if you like. They understand some of the ways that prisons work. They understand some of the limitations. So it's not as though we can just bring any technology we choose into a prison. We have to have that agreed, and there's a very high level of safety and security obviously inside a prison. So having a partner who really understands that and also works really well with us and gets us is massively important to us. We have 4 main values, so trust, care, innovation and pride. It's important that the companies and organisations that we choose to work with have similar value sets. So I know in the case of Unify that both Unify and Serco have innovation, for instance, as one of their values. So we share things. We also care for all of the people, and I think that, you know, working with Unify have shown that they equally care for having good outcomes for prisoners in this case. So having that shared value set, I think, means that when we're looking for solutions to things, we come at it from the same point of view, and that's important to us. So I'd recommend Unify to people because, as has been proven with us, we've worked well together over a very long period of time. We've built a sense of understanding of each other, and you now have a deep knowledge base around the area of business that we operate in. And you go the extra mile. So Unify has worked with us to do some new, innovative, exciting things even when they've been difficult to do.